Lights, it's that time again. To get back to the bartending. In our room on day 12. We paid our electricity bill. Power didn't go out, so Jill has peace of mind to focus on work. No problem. Bill paid. Didn't mind. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? And now to the augmented eye. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February. The classic magical girl show, Model Warrior Julianne, is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return was certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests. Wrote the observatory, protests caused the police forces to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, but we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. Update: Lil M receiving mysterious messages. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Redden, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. Quite nice. Who are you? Are you really alive? You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. Spooky. Or a made-up story. I wonder if she's among those. Let's see, we did the things, save, and go to work. Saturday, December 24th. Good evening. Hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? No, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. It sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the 3 of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Let's see. Drive me wild. Where are we? Let's see, welcome to Valhalla. There it is. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla! Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? Call it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble directions. The directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right, and you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? branch teeny, please. Right on. Six red, 3 blue, and Karma Train all aged and mixed. There you are. Thanks. It's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is Essentia. I get it, you're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yeek Bartender? That cult classic game has seen 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. And yes, I know it's supposed to be Y2K, but it is Y-I-I-K. It has to be Yeek. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, my friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Is it something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, a black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on the way. And you? I'm fine. Three high, 3 powdered delta, no Karma Train, aged and mixed. Here you go. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Dee R&B! I'm coming! You see, Dee is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Oh god. We'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. We'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. You should go check on him, though. Right, thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform? I'm just overthinking things. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, hi, honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, Sugar Rush. Yeah, that. Right. God damn it! This is one issue for doing this weekly. Because I have absolutely zero memory. Cheat and look it up. Holla. Drink. That cheers, Dorothy. Oh. Come on. Oh, right, I need to pause my downloading. Piano Woman. Thank you, Internet. Five, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3 Flanner Guide. 3 Karma Train. Aged and mixed. There you go. This is Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. You're so sweet. I was half expecting her to say she meant a literal piano woman, but I was wrong. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, there to help. Yeah, it's helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? Brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem, though. You were sad, and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilum really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws are bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. You can't protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took them like they were the very laws of physics or something. Like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Not flavor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit. It's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I want to be able to go around yelling... I wanted to be able to yell 4! That happened once. You'd be surprised at how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with them, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. It was also named after someone. Really? Who? A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend... What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Okay. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Okay then. Let's just go ahead. Girl. Type. Girly. Yeah, 2 little hood. All mixed. Here you are. This one's pretty basic, huh? First string ever created on this system. Still a favorite of the people up until today. Can't blame them. Still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano. It's always good to keep a note of what regulars like, you know? I've wondered for a while, though. Why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. As well as the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city, it's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though. Especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I'm just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom at Guardian asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. As much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? The whole thing about someone taking care of a little one after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. I always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your Guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh? Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A tragic coincidence, really. But even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared that she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, or at least not consciously. At times she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. She felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing. My daughter is some helpless kid. It means I've gotten so many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that roleplays as the girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with your Guardian, then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. And that seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you ever try talking to her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me? Clear up those fears? I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. Problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You wanna come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in the alley behind the bar, that is. Yeah, I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. Time to save. It's now safe to keep playing. Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters, and it's a hassle to replace. Don't mind me, though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this Guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophie Green. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently she suffered from nano-shame and rejection all her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear, or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Yeah, wait, read? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised. She's not wrong, though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. Bit of a mouthful, if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky, then? People have always called me Dorothy, rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful, too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Although my mom, guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name, in short, would be Rebecca Willow. Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it, if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Oh, anger I just read is... That was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. I have an uncle that always calls me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us minded, though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But, you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients, too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all my year. All year? Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll go over with Go-Go outside. I'm so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Alright. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple errands by myself, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time's outside. Lester, Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something with ice. Let's make it a sunshine cloud. That's on the rocks. And blended. Here? Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold, too? It's not that cold, actually. But I've always had a decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So, Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. So I'm just helping her by checking on some things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time. If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun! Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What about Stella's Christmas parties? Or what are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. I see. I only go to parties that Stella's attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? I have a tattoo ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin, or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. It's hard to imagine. But she does have one. She just stresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They really rarely help with complexes. Well, she goes to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, and I guess I never cared to ask the specifics. Yeah, that's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? Styles her hair to look like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mother, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she is hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Like a bleeding jay? 2, 3, all blended. Here? Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. That doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? Start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. We'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever threw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say, yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B, because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. We'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Hey. Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Strong and manly. Like a gut punch. Pretty cheap. And Liner Guide, aged and mixed. There you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case, and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. Gun for hire. Well, what about the girl? Crimson something. I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wondered, though. There has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? Protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Do you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kanyavania. His blood apparently has a weird reaction. Has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if it's still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Aha. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages the source, to this source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Alright. 2 guide, 3 Flanner guide. Other half is Carmetrine, all on Lux list. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to miss it so you didn't have to pay? No. So it made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message. Could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her, so I was worried that something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taken cover in some dumpster, and unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down, or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better get back to work before the trail goes cold. Let's come again. Are you done? Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand, the bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Who's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. No mistakes. Yeah! Money! I know this small party is what you need. Merry Mega Christmas! Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as... as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. I don't know the context for Redmonds, but... Hurry then. I'll bring you leftovers. I hate it. Ow. Anyway. Alright, I break off. Take a look at the phone. Get a Mickey. Let's see, Mega Christmas is here by Mickey. Or says, was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? With or without a space? Don't know, don't care. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how Glitch City managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they're outright changed the holiday. Well, I'm not that different, considering they have the same... It's not that different, considering that they have the same dates, but it's still pretty cool. Oops, I gotta go. Time to send some books. Okay. Yoru Yori is the best show this season. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoru Yori, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. Pals at the popular Danger U forum seem divided, however. This is such obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm gonna marry Shinatsu. Wake me up inside. You can catch YY every Friday on RSTV. Want to watch it? Anime is for nerds! Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? No. I'm pretty sure Kanye Vania went through demilitarization before. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West. From the Western nation, Kanye. God, this is so fucking weird in the context of 2026 after all the shit Kanye's been through the last several years. Anyway, the King of the West, Kanye from the Western nation of Kanye Vania, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this the show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? These dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a straight interview. They're all pretty hot, though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you can just make them from scratch to match your every needs? More as we investigate. An update 2 on Lilith receiving mysterious messages. Spooky. A bit, yeah. Messages have suddenly stopped, and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop pondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster? Or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilith? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilith behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago, when Lilith advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. Anyway, off to work we go. Save in that last slot. And then I suppose... start overwriting earlier ones. Anyway, let's go to work. Sunday, December 25th. Good evening. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes they have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in your uniforms too. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm just surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Ah, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to Valhalla. Wait. If that's another sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up. It's become a reflex. Wait. Alma also came in her usual attire? Are you saying anything to her? Or why are you saying anything to her? Ripped sweaters get a free pass. Yes. Why? Silly question. Never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks just like a set of wires, but you can't create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch as it warms the food up just like a microwave. It's an infomercial bauble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh. So you've bought infomercial stuff too? Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Well... Dynamic entry! Says Dorothy. Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous. You wish. You don't need to fight. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check the microwave wire thingy. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Back. Oh. Ah, hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See, that's how you greet people. You shut it. I'll go help I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo, Anchorage! Alma. I know what I said, how's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. They're either warm nicely but slowly, or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. The bell will ring when the time comes. I need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids, says Nacho. I'm in, says Red Sheba. Sure, I'll play, says Gilliam. Sounds fun, as long as that mutt stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. I'll pet. You'll play. Again? Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. You go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just use new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That's Jill. Yes? I guess yes. You start. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. Oh, that won't do. Dorothy it is. Well then, Dorothy. Yes! Truth or Dare? Let's go with Truth. Is there anything you have rejected from clients? Those who want to roleplay with mutilation. Huh. I mean, sure, I can take off my limbs with no problem. I have to do that for maintenance every now and again. But I'm not okay with doing it for clients, because first, that leaves me defenseless, which I cannot allow by any means. And second, half the time the roleplay involves a violent scenario. There are some behaviors I won't reinforce, namely non-consensual violence of any kind. Interesting. Alright then, my turn! You, Sweater Pups. Me? Truth or Dare? Dare. You're brave. Or stupid. Okay, I want you to say in the most sultry voice you can muster, Admin Override. Okay? Admin Override. Happy? Yes, very. Seems you caused some collateral damage here. Hmm? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't mind me. Seriously, guys? Well, let's see. You, the dog. My name is... Yeah, whatever. I want to bark. I haven't picked dare. I said bark. Bark. That's usually what, not to say it. Bark. Barking. Hey, if I bark, then I'm king of the bar, because I'm barking. Seriously, Joe? Yeah, I have a lame sense of humor. Whatever. Alright, my turn. Hey, Jay, truth or dare? Dare. Then, pet me. I'll pick truth. Okay, why are your nails so thin? Your nails! You won't be able to dig with such flimsy nails. Well, humans have nails like these. Wait, they do? How do you dig? With shovels. You guys are weird. Why are you so reluctant to pet him? Call it a gut feeling. Wonder how long until the food is done. Alright, let's pick the boss then. Alright, boss, pick. Truth me. How did you get your arm? On second thought, dare me. Lift Gil by the neck of the shirt. Okay. Eh? What? Happy? I guess. Who cares? I didn't hear about your arm. I do. I care. Alright, Gil, now that I have you in this position, answer me. I didn't pick. You're in no position to pick. Now answer. Did you live in Scotland for 2 years? Scotland? No. Guess that rules out a couple of possibilities. Chief? What? Oh, right, I'm still lifting you. Sorry. And now she apologizes. I guess it's my turn. Hey, Elma! Truth or dare? Dare. Oh, I have a suggestion. You stay quiet. Fine. How strong are those arms of yours? Still my muscles under them, so not very. Although not having fleshy skin makes things easier. Wait, that's truth, not dare. I just wanted to make sure. I dare you to break this nut with your hands. Okay. Well, that was easy. Holy shit, Gil. Are you really into that? Asking a woman to break a nut in her hands and then watching her eat it? Does that turn you on? Wait. Is this an actual thing that turns guys on? I need to know for professional reasons. You're a pervert, Gilbert. Oh, wait. That was close. Wait, that was close this time. My turn, then? Alright. Hey, Jill, pick. Truth. Okay, then. It's your most embarrassing childhood dream. Elaborate? For example, when I was a girl, I wanted to be a professional puzzle master. I guess, in a way, I accomplished that, but you understand. I wanted to be a ventriloquist. When I was a child, I liked this show called Lucy's Funhouse. The one with the woman in the house with the talking stuff. Now that one. My parents divorced when I was around 6, I think. Mom was on tour with an orchestra, and my dad was working constantly. I spent a lot of time with my grandpa, but he slept a lot, so I was on my own most of the time. I like to pretend things like chairs or beds could talk, since AI wasn't so advanced back then. Anyway, I went to a magic show once, and there was this guy making a puppet talk. My dad told me he was a ventriloquist, so I was kind of obsessed with wanting to be one. Even today, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about it every now and then. So that's why you pretend folk can talk. You what? Nothing. I'm getting hungry. Sheba this time. Okay then, dog. Yes. I dare you to go out and stay there. It's easy. There's one problem less. And then I'll take the next turn. Yo, Armitage. Yes. You're a hacker, right? I dare you to hack a cute pic of Jill out of her phone. I have old pics, cat pics, selfies, pick one. Wait, what? Jill's phone is a Calicom. They got updates, they get updates more than any other system in the world. I've made it a weekly ritual to update my Calicom hack program, and she's my guinea pig. I hack into it once a week, and since she takes daily pics, I just take one for that week. If I'm missing a week, I just look for the missing pic and investigate. Oh, interesting. you guys do know I'm still here, right? A bell? Food's ready! Finally. Let's go! You guys go ahead, I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Truth or dare, huh? It's fun, I guess. Hey! Hello. Late for the hello, don't you think? Want one? You know I don't smoke. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday. But I just got a message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All this has been, has helped me keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Ask Katyusha, or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you took the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to war. I guess. Well, all these circumstances make me not want to. I've gotta go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance to spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back. Oh, Moon got fucked. Chapter 3, Dolce. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. Jill wants to see if the Alex doll's beard actually grows. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. Using that hoodie a lot lately. Shut up. Okay. $28% there. Oh, it's only $350. Should be able to make that amount. Alright, danger you! Monster girlfriend Chirari. Sounds fun, it's for nerds! Let's see, Grand Slam Fighters, amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing! See, is anyone into wrestling here? I've become a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product, in my opinion. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Why don't they push the Great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch, unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke! Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good, just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake! Is that your lip trembling? No. Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talk shit about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame as far as I know. I'm going to marry Julianne! Oh man, I remember watching this show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. You'll never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Why keep trying? Never seen the show before. Is it any good, or is it just a meme? It's a meme show, there's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcasted as well? The sequels are shit. The thread is closed. And the augmented eye! Street race at the Motor City District leaves 2 dead. I've heard there's a defamation campaign against the district, though. The Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees each week, and the dozens of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time it's been reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the gate in a highway, otherwise known as the Death Lane. The transit police are currently investigating the deaths, as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmented Eye. The death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however. That's a promise. You wouldn't believe what happens in this cartoon. Stop. I rescued you. I touched your tail if I want. Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful. The themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It's come to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now. But enter Touch Fluffy Tail, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plots. Just fun numbers and fluffy tales. Said a TFT producer who has to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. The Glitch City Olympics return next year. For the 10th consecutive year, GC Olympics returns to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome. This time with a representative from the elusive country of Kanyevania. Prime Minister Quincy, who is in charge of the committee, told the Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of the best competitors come to the country. Kanyevania's main religion, Kanyeism, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said countries had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it will do the trick. I'm guessing techie bodysuits weren't practical for sports. Anyway. Yeah, let's go start overwriting. And wander off to work. Let's see, we can't get our rent handled. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Gil's in the back sorting an ingredients shipment. I've got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order, pet me. No. Pet me. No. I'm in charge and I want you to pet me. There we are. Nice drinks change lives. Hey Jay! Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? I said will. Or he said will, not Gil. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody. Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up! Who, me or Will? Ah! You go back to whatever you were doing. Right, and you, stand by. Only if you pet me. Go! What just happened? Well, what are we spirited today? Welcome to Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know? so it's all an act then. Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a bleeding Jane? Sure. 1 Bronson, 3 Delta, 3 Flanner Guide. All blended. Saying the name 3 times. Bleeding Jane, Bleeding Jane, Bleeding Jane, it's here. A Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act? Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer? So, that's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird? You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. Eh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Something spicy, something spicy. Mars Blast. 230. A Bloom Light. 4 Adelhyde. 1 Delta. 2 Flanner Guide. And 3 Carmatrine. Well, aged, mixed, and on the rocks. So unnecessarily brown. Mix and mix and mix and mix. Whoops. 3 Carmatrine. Ice. Aged. Oh, and mixed, not blended. Totally intentional. I swear. Bloomlight! Here! Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. Neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with passion. Do you like it? Well, lots, not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the mild or slight spice added to a meal. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages. Hey bartender, call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. Huh? You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior, and thank you for that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client, after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be, it might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities and sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you... did you say something? Just rambling, maybe no mind. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps when we came to this alley. Huh, again. Again? In my time here, I've heard avoiding people and ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. troublesome part of the city right now. The city right near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. Do you think I'm sort of criminal, though? Like I said, you're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. 150, 80, 160, 160, 220. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, Karmatrine, all blended. This one is actually blended. Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day. What about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer? No, that's not it. It's like the bandaged girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it? Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I'll leave you for now, Bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. And here we are. Another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything I can get you? Got lunch. Okay. Five, before the guide. And let's just fill in the rest with some Karmatrine, all aged and mixed. Here! Oh, you got it right. So what's up now? A bit of holiday blues, you could say. So you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You look more like a Festivus kind of guy. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. And, you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say it. I'll refrain. Although, now that I think about it, Holiday Blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came the Turbo Mail guy. Started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo Mail? That can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master, and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And, of course, that's the part everyone sings about. Santa became Mega Santa thanks to the Redmond family. Okay. Mega Santa sees the errors of his ways and became the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. So you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Mail? Yep. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. Do you know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat Nuke and think they're better than everyone else. I see. Or Nuke? Anything else I can get you? Give me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure. One Edelhead, a bunch of Karmatrine. All aged and mixed. There you go. Right, thanks. So, any issues with the city lately? It's a word on the street. Shouldn't I be asking you that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of White Knights stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the madness following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cams, system logs, everything's wiped. Whatever happened there has become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say planned on testifying. Does anyone know if Say went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey, bartender, you okay? Sorry, got distracted. It's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there, like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength. Or that the writer of The Last Rain in the World is actually living here as a brain in a jar. But those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. Let's see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Please come again. Okay then, no wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking a break. Let me know if someone comes in. Break time. So, things are pretty quiet outside. Jill! Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. You seem to be in a good mood. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay. I'll have 2 Bronson, 1 Powder Delta, 2 Flanner Guide, and 4 Carmetry. Next. Oh. Here. Thanks. So how have you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out, my appetite is coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my life. Of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too. Huh, really? Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It will give me time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service, with a cut in pay and tips. I was going to go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. I do back down a bit. Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment. And instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England, they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Reality Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. The truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone else gave up on. It became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones. You seem to know a lot about it. I just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side. You must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a Sugar Rush. Okay. Sugar Rush. I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. 2 Apple Hide, 1 Powdered Delta, and a couple of Carmetry, all mixed. Here you go. Yay! Actually, Jill, came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked, I was tired, I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down, and your boss saved me. And I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated, thanks. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now. Thanks a lot. Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. I always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but... Nah, I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act? More importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. What? Bubbly. A beer is bubbly. And 200. Cobalt Velvet is 280. Cobalt Velvet then. Gotta get that rent money somehow. And 5 Carmetrine. All on the rocks and next. Here, thanks. Hey Jill, I'm gonna need some ice. Ah, boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine, I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice please. Right. Alright, did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me. But you intervened and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Saying that you're fine is more than enough for me. Sniff. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So, a couple of weeks ago I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her midair. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? Voice. And, hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously. Feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know? Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down, don't fall for her taunts. How did you know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julia Natalie Stingray. Or did you legally remove the Natalie? Mind that? Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it, I'm going crazy. Such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledge me! That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the bars I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had to put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Oh, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So I really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt? Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats, after all. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Stop being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... I have to be the first person I met who mixes their inner voice. I saw one of the dogs near the counter, sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not whatever. Hey, tips, flawless service bonus, or something in case you felt lonely today. We're getting there. By the 30th. I think I will be fine. Jill just watched Nightly ID Snatchers. Buying a poster of it will prevent her from getting too distracted. There's cats in heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. Movie poster. Okay, at the poster, Jill managed to get Gabby off her mind, even if just for a little bit. There we go. So what's going on? Danger you. A new season. Sounds cute. For nerds, maybe. It's finally here. I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based God. All boards report in. What other boards, you idiot? Nice. More stupid moy blobs. YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Get a job, you stupid neat. Oh god, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on my favorite mega Christmas sweater, see no snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious YY and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. Have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Urus for me, Danger You. New stuff from the Augmented Eye. Taylor the Brain tired of name change requests. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Silva Anima project. One of the highlights from that interview was the unfortunately stripped version from the finished version. It was a stray comment about how many people ask Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AA team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be part of a joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances at becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Taylor! Parliament discusses anime influence. Oh yes, important topics and all. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth, trash, a representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them all with my own enhanced hands. Of course a communist would say that. Anyway, several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market, Yama-K, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the drama. You can trust me. I'm sure that's referencing something, but I do not know what it is. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. Isn't she a game developer? She's many things. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor Cities sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang were only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we have no option but to surrender. Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. Formal charges are unknown so far. Day 15. And let's get off to work. Hopefully I'll be able to get some... Good evening. Hey, Jill. Let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey... No, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby, let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so, it feels really weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st, I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you. From Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, now that I think about it. But, boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. It's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes, and fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you idiot! Eh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Eh? Armitage? The city hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister. but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So, what do you think about this? One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret? Which one do you pick? Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyway, let's start the day. Yeah. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously, it's the second note that stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it. Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not, I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays. Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces on those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. I'm sorry for the outburst. Why, you look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, could you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure thing. 2, 3, 5 on the box. Here, thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. Only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers, sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who could blame her? Her life completely changed. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as the disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up, and the teachers at her school didn't help. Say is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner. Schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure, and she even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused. I was frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face, and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Give me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Cold and sweet. I think I've heard that one before. So, Sugar Rush 150. Sparkle Star, age. Oh. With Fairy, age mixed. Moon Blast will fit. Brand Teeny. Is going to be the one. Oh wait, no, Brandtini is aged and mixed. The Moonblast is the only one that fits. One covered. What's that? One Flanner Guide, 2 Karmatrine. All on the rocks and blended. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. So, I take it Say's family's situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess they've tried to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mom had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she tried to justify his actions. But apparently, things got nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, you could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy, though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk, thanks to that. She moved here, Say was born, she started her veterinary clinic. Did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple days until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death 3 times. Sorry, I couldn't laugh. Or I shouldn't laugh, but no, don't worry, I laughed too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, Uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there's people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that's Uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came! Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Like that too. But I just want one. I'm asking for one for me, adding one to your order. Oh, that. Right. 2 beers for the girlies. 1, 2, 4. Next. 1, 2, 4. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. What is going on out there? Anyway, they were asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they just call you Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it would be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head in a paw inside before getting stuck. It was plastic, so they couldn't try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah, we'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with Dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? Love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Classy. $2.50. Velvet is $2.80. Velvet it is. 2, 3, 5. Private train. On the rocks. Next. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Solo came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? It's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow got it into her head that by being born on the 25th, she was a spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Well, the story says that the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit. Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as a kid. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period when you were angry or something. Oh, that. Sweet that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much. Till there is much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly for bubbly girl. Let's see, beer's 200. Cobalt Velvet is 280. Cobalt Velvet then. 3, good. 5, Karma Tree. One of the rocks mixed. Here, bubbly bubbly. Hey, chill. This might be a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, it was the second White Knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. What was your other experience with the White Knight? I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. I went through the motions of offering her a drink and all that. She came only for her job. At first, I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. As suggested, she asked the vending machines outside. They told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info, and she left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem you seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. That makes me kind of jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even if it was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you can compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other White Knight you've served weird. I mean, really? Just 2? Weird, I know. I spent most of my life with almost no interactions with White Knights until I met you. Meaning you've had a nice life, then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, done for today. Thanks, Joe. Please come again. I'll go take my, a break, Gil? Sure. And I am going to go ahead and take a bio break because dinner is ready and I am hungry. I'll be right back. Text. I know I will probably be alerted to details, but there. I'm back. Okay. Hello! I'm back and I have food, which is very good, yes. How do? And back to it. I wonder if I left food for 4. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy. You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. That's good to hear. Question. Honey. You want something? Usual, I guess. Usual hello, woman. Powder Delta. The Flutter Guide. The Current Dream. Age to the next. Here. This is nice. Nice. Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know it's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm at the bar. Am I? Dorothy? So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts. What? Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See? That's another thing right there, that word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, ipse means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean this? I mean, kinda, yeah, but solipsism itself is, like, way down the line. Because other animals have primitive language. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time, and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. It's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure that the counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, I'm just making sure. I should make you a drink at the very least. I'll have something to throw. More piano woman. Not to mention it's a, Stop tapping the counter so much. This is close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. I was remembering the good times I had with my guardian. But I don't know. It was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? It tells me I'm actually in a body. What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? It tells me that you're real. Eh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination, or even just an AI simulation on some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt or crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real, it was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and stretching my arms to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch, and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Rain in the World, one of my favorites. At one point, I cried with the book, and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that, too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Yeah, I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay, then. Yeah. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And it burns, and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dennis. Oh, I've been here before. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll give it for her. Right, sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. We should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside of it. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it. Honey, seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop it. Maybe you could prepare something right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? Seriously, Jill. She's the one making our jokes. You're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this thing without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. I might have another delivery, you know? This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have the Sunshine Cloud. And you? I'm fine. Sunshine Cloud for Mario. 2 little hide, 2 Bronson extracts, all on the rocks and blended. Oops. Stops just a little. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way, Lilith? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry, I wasn't hating on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. What made me happy am I don't know. It fitted with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, due to calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I I get it, don't worry, you like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? Spend all my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no? Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also semi-legal league going on over there. Semi-league? The authorities acknowledge that the race is going on, or that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love! Of course, everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is that nobody's faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that gets beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. Metal Hide, 3 Bronson, 5 Copper Delta, 5 Guide, 3 Karma Train, box, next, here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in Replibots? Replibots? There is a belief that some Lilum out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilum. Thus, they call them Replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. It's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time! Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the kid Lilum there, they could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilum idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very own noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilum behavior is a bit different. You could easily tell someone's a Lilum because they seem... how do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. But what would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I am but a simple woman, I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the Nebulae crabs come. I mean, when the Replibots come. Jill, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. Heck, did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey. They brought you a package. Ah yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? That's a new one. Zero mistakes. Full payment. Have some pocket money, I'm out of excuses. Jill wonders if Neki Nekos actually bring luck. Why want to prevent her from getting too distracted? chuckling since yesterday. Wiener. Alright, let's buy that Neko Neko. It's a heavy cost. I wonder if I'm going to be able to make rent. Well, that will be a question for next week. Thank you for watching. And sorry for cutting things off so soon, Wol.